guys got me a little cramped up against the wall. Does that mean my back's up against the wall?
No.
Now come the questions.
When isn't it? Okay, so we're getting ready for this thing. I know you're going to ask some questions about injuries and all that. We still don't know about Michael Merrick. We'll figure that out during the course of the week. He's still, getting cleared. And Colton had a high ankle sprain, and so that's what we're dealing with. And so you saw what we've done with that. Go.
You guys obviously traded for Stone for a reason, a player that you know pretty well. What does he bring to the table, and this role increases your own?
We were with him, right from the beginning, and love the kid and the work ethic, smarts, mentality is just right. He's started probably 14, 15 games or something, and started on the left side 4 or 5 times as well. So we're confident that he can do the job. That's why we went after him. And this is, unfortunately, the scenario that we arise puts him in playtime. So he's ready to go and excited about it and look forward to it. And I have no problem with him playing before.
Pete, in regards to Eric Stokes, how is he doing this spring?
He says he's fine. He says he's fine. We're going to take it easy on him first today. He'll practice today, but we're going to just go slow with it and make sure that he's right. And so he seems to be pretty confident about that. We'll see.
Were you hoping to get more out of your draft class, or just kind of what do you expect in 4 games?
I don't even have an evaluation for that. I don't have an expectation for the draft class. There's a couple guys, when you have a kid like Ashton that's picked up high like that, when we were slotting him into the starting spot really from the beginning, that's different than the rest of the guys. But we just want to keep rolling with these guys and make the right decisions along the way. We don't do it because you think we should start guys because they've been drafted. That's not how we think. But I love playing young guys and I love developing them, and we're in the process. You see that we're rotating the defensive tackles a little bit, trying to figure that out and make some good sense of that. On the offensive line in particular, we'd like to hold off as much as we can until these guys really can prove that they're ready. But that you don't always have that opportunity. So, Charles he's working like crazy with a really concern. But now I may have to play right now. So we're going to try to get that prepared. And if he does have to go in there and we need him, he'll go. And so, but there's no expectations other than the real obvious ones. We fill a spot with the guy. They got to show it, and we got to bring it to life.
As you prepare for this game, watching Shane Steichen's offense, obviously a guy that went to UNLV here in Vegas, what have you seen from him as a coach, and what has he done to build that program?
They've made a significant shift in their effectiveness from the offseason to now, and Daniel Jones has been right in the middle of all of that. They've got good players. They've got extremely well-equipped, skilled people. Tyler, the new tight end, he's their number 1 targeted guy. The tailback is elite, and so it's been a tremendous connection between, let's say, Shane and Daniel, to get him to play at this high a level so early in his time with them. They've come out flying, and they've had great success on offense so far. So Daniel's been the recipient of this opportunity, and thanks to Shane.
Back into that, obviously last week you guys did a lot better of a job of going after the run defense compared to week 3. How beneficial is that, kind of seeing the run defense get back on track, especially going against John?
Yeah, I would like to think it was an outlier that happened. We missed that stinking play that they go 60 yards on, with 4 guys missing it. But our run defense has been solid. We've been pretty consistent except for that big play there. This was a really good outing for us. I thought both sides of the ball really benefited from the week of practice. I've made a big deal about it today. We're going out on Comp Wednesday and expecting those guys to continue to improve. What I've known from the past is you stack Wednesday and Thursday practices, and if you keep having really good ones, then your team improves and they get better. And last week was a really good indication of that. Remember, I was grousing about the week before because of the walkthroughs and all that to try to bounce back, and we missed this element of the preparation process last week, 2 weeks ago, and we benefited this past week. Now we need to build on that, and you need to stack those days up. Wednesdays are huge for us, and it's the fundamental day. It's the line of scrimmage. It's all of those things on both sides of the football that can elevate and really come around. So it showed last week.
Pete, in playing, an undefeated team this week, does that give the team, more of an opportunity to get things going in the right direction?
Can you start the whole question again for me?
Say again.
Say the whole question again.
Oh, 3. I thought they were. Excuse me.
Okay. That didn't happen. Okay.
Disregard me, please. Go on.
No, I'm not disregarding you. Go ahead.
But how did you think Darian played coming in
What a swing, man! That was,
How'd you think
nice
of-
job. That's
Had to bounce back with something. man.
he did a nice job, and he's continued to tackle well on teams, and he had a couple shots in the game. He did well, so I'm hoping that we get a chance to get him in the game a little bit more than we did last week.
When someone like Brock Bowers like injured knees, like slowly trying to get back to 100%, how much does that change like the way you guys run as an offense when like your top guys like fully
Well,
feel where he was?
we're still trying to go to him. We're still trying to get the ball to him and use him for all of the great skills that he has. So nothing's changed in that regard. I think we're going to see him better as he gets rid of that brace that he's wearing, in a couple weeks, whenever that happens. It's worked out well to have him playing. He's been out there and he's been able to practice and prepare and all of that. He's an incredible asset to our team. But we would love for him to get the ball more.
Did you feel that come into life a little bit in the fourth quarter? I think it was that last drive where you started going to him and you started making things happen. It looked a little bit better.
Unfortunately, it's happened in a couple games where we've got him late more than early, and that's not by design at all. It's just we've been trying to get things going, but it just didn't happen. So we'll continue to work at that. We love going.
Did he look a little bit better though? I mean, did it feel to you like he was looking a little bit more?
I think he's gotten better every week. I think he's looked more himself every week.
Yeah, how do you think of like so we're 4 games in? How do you think Jordan Meredith has handled the Simmons spot so far?
He's handled it very capably. He's done a nice job of controlling the message inside and communications and all of that. He's been very consistent. He had a play or two in the game, like guys have, when he got knocked around a little bit. But all in all, he's done a very, very creditable job. Let me say this too. I was really happy with JPJ's game, and he's going to start this week, and we're looking forward to seeing him contribute again. He had a good, significant role now. We can see how it happens, so you can kind of count on that. But I think both those guys, the more that they can be together, the better off they'll be, and it just helps for the continuity and the confidence and the speed of response, and as they're making their changes and their reads inside. So, but I think Jordan's done a nice job for us.
You've been with Gino for a while. How does he clear what happened last week and get back to it?
He's already done it. I thought he did a masterful job of accepting the responsibility. That you guys would all think is so obvious. Turnovers happen. There's a lot of reasons things happen, but as the quarterback, you got to shoulder it, and he did exactly what he should do. He took a day that he needed, and another day that he needed, and he's back with full speed, ready to go. And his brain is on, his mind is clicking, and he's excited about this opportunity.
In regards to the turnovers, I was wondering at what point where it becomes a serious concern. I know you guys, Gino's good at bouncing back.
I don't know that gauge. I don't know what you're asking me. I don't know what that gauge would be. At what point? I don't have a gauge for that. I've never gotten to that point.
From your experience, when a rookie like Ashton Jeanty has a game like he had, kind of maybe turns the corner, is there something to that where that confidence and that belief?
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of tuned into that. I mean, we were even talking about, if he just breaks out one, it might make a difference. He's been playing like this the whole time. He has not all of a sudden changed.
Right.
The results came because he's an extraordinary football player, and you can see him make those special plays where guys couldn't tackle him in the open field, and he could finish on the big run, which is gorgeous to see that. I just think we kind of felt like it was just a matter of time, and I think you guys thought that too, and Christian, he's a tremendous player, and so, but he feels better about it, I heard him say something like, worried about me or whatever, or something, and he ain't worried about it at all, and it hasn't been, and continues to prepare with a really clear vision of his contribution, his ability to help out. I love that these guys on the team, and I love that everybody saw it, so you guys can look to the next issue that comes about.
He had 2 touchdown catches on Sunday. How beneficial will it be to get him even more involved in the passing game?
There's like as much as we can. We'd love to have him because if you get him the ball in the perimeter like that, or even when you check it down to him, he's going to make somebody miss most of the time. And so I think it's becoming more clear. Our opponents will see it, and they'll try to take steps to keep that from happening. But it's a great asset, and we don't want to miss that. But we couldn't do everything all at once. Y'all wanted everything to happen at the same time, all at once. It took us a little while, and I feel very good about the progress that we're making. I'm really excited about what happened up front on both sides of the football, but with the running game and the pass protection last week, it just looked so much cleaner and sharper. It just shows you that there's good fortune ahead, and
for someone like Thomas Booker, who hasn't had like the freaking game, a lot of tape and a lot of playing time, when you were looking into him before getting traded, what specifically were the things that stood out to
He
you?
was really consistent and really firm technique-wise. Didn't get knocked off the ball at all. Like you said, he hadn't had a lot of opportunities and hadn't had a lot of featured opportunities in passing down situations. He had some other stars on that team, so he couldn't get the opportunity. But he's contributed in a huge way, and he's just as steady as a rock. And I don't know if you guys have had a chance to talk to him, but he's a beautiful kid, and he has a lot to offer all of us. And so, again, I think we're just learning to appreciate him more. And he had a couple of really big plays in the game too, which was great.
I'm not sure if we saw Vic Fangio's comments yesterday, but he said the way that kickers are allowed to handle the balls now has led to the long field goals, and it's changed defensive strategies in a way that you're worried kickers can kick longer now. I was wondering if that has impacted your thinking at all, and if you agree with it.
Well, first off, I love Vic and all, but I wouldn't really agree with that. I'm worried that they're going to kick more long field goals. I'm not worried about it. They're doing it. It's a fact. So he went softball on that a little bit, but they are kicking the ball longer, and they're making more contact now. Did you say it's because they're handling the ball?
They can handle the balls now during the week, is what he said.
Maybe you'd have to ask the kickers on that one. I wouldn't know.
That's good.
Something's going on though.
Thanks, Eric.